Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for April 9th, 2026. We've got Menagerie and Corn Guilds today. And we've got Scrap, Trashing, plus there's also Displace, which can... It doesn't net thin, but obviously can turn bad cards into good cards, sort of thing. We've got Hamlet, Snowy Village, and then some of the rewards for plus actions. We've got Wayfarer, Sheepdog, Black Cat, and some of the rewards for draw. And for gains, there's plus buy from Snowy Village, and Scrap and Hamlet. Displace, single play of Displace doesn't net gain cards, but it can if you displace something and then get a copy of the thing you displaced and get it out of exile. We've also got plus buy from the rewards, and then Kiln can also gain stuff, and Wayfarer can gain silvers, so a lot of stuff going on here. So pretty clearly we're going to want to do Joust stuff. We got a 2/5, which I'm not sure if that's good or bad, to be honest. On the one hand, we could open Displace or Joust or Demand. On the other hand, well, maybe we wouldn't have super wanted a one of the like, I'm thinking like we would probably want to, if we had a 4/3, I mean, not that it matters, we don't, but we'd probably be looking at opening something with Scrap, and obviously with Demand we could still do that, and maybe we don't actually care about the difference between the 2 versus a 3 or a 4, and getting the horse is more valuable. But also we could open Displace or Joust. Yeah, so ultimately there is potentially plenty of draw here. There's a lot of it is terminal, but if we can activate Sheepdogs, then that makes a lot less of it need to be terminal. Sheepdogs could be activated by Wayfarer, potentially by Joust, Displace, Kiln, Scrap. So there's a good amount of stuff that can activate it, although, well, I guess also in the rewards there's the main. I think that's the only thing that would actually mid-turn gain a card. Oh, I guess technically Courser, but okay. There's a lot of things that can potentially activate Sheepdog, but none of it is like super straightforward. Wayfarer probably the most straightforward. Well, or Domain. But Wayfarer could potentially draw Sheepdogs like before it activated them, which would be helpful. Anyway, so yeah, there's potentially a lot of draw. That plus actions is, mostly draw negative with Hamlet. So that's, one of the reasons it matters that there's potentially a lot of draw. We don't have great copper thinning. I think we will want to thin coppers because of the combination of like the draw negative village and a lot of the draw being terminal and wanting to line up Sheepdogs and all that stuff. So what does that suggest? Displacing coppers is not bad. It's not like amazing, but it's not bad. Turn them into Hamlets and Black Cats. I mean, presumably we're opening Hamlet. I don't think I want to open Black Cat. So let's just do that. And yeah, then the question is, I don't think it makes sense to open Joust. The question is displace or demand scrap. Displacing estates is not the most exciting thing, but it's not terrible. Demand scrap is going to be better at getting back to higher price points. We definitely don't care about the points from the estates. That is not important. I am leaning demand scrap. I think so. Oh. I hadn't thought about demand wayfarer. I think it's still demand scrap, but that is interesting to note as like a thing later. It's young witch. Yeah, even though I opened scrap. Okay. So we got Hamlet and 4 coppers down there. In the state. We could go card coin and roll the dice on the 2/3 chance to draw a copper. If we do that, what are we doing? Probably would do demand wayfarer, given that if we didn't draw the Hamlet. We'd still get a wayfarer if we just take a silver or a horse, or both. Able to demand it would be really nice, though. But if we do draw Hamlet or estate, and we're only going to have 4, and then what? Probably makes more sense to take the horse and just buy the wayfarer if we want to do that. In which case, well, yeah, no, I think so. We could just go silver horse. Having 1 silver in the deck isn't bad. I mean, we can scrap it if we want. Wait, that was their turn 2 buy. Oh. We can take a buy here, but it doesn't really matter. What about investing? Specifically, I'm wondering about investing in Wayfarer. I think Wayfarer is a pretty important card on this board. We could also just go Hamlet Wayfarer. Ooh, that looks better. All right. if we had the opportunity to trash with scrap, we're going to want to trash estate over curse. Probably do want to take plus buy. The odds of us drawing our scrap. We do have another estate down there. I think I will discard the estate. Yeah, it's definitely not clear. So if we gain a silver... No, I don't think we need to gain a silver. Oh, unfortunately... So we drew the Hamlet here. Well, maybe we end up demanding Hamlet, because we have another Wayfarer down there. Okay. We have 2 buys. So we could demand Hamlet and then take another Wayfarer. Or... Yeah, I think... That's what I want to do. Should be looking at getting Joust as well. Maybe it's better to demand Hamlet and then... No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, if we're going to demand Hamlet anyway, then... We could... No, if we demand Snowy Village, then we can't afford another Wayfarer. Never mind. Ah. Okay. Fortunately, we don't have... For Hamlets... We could just go card action here and hope to draw a Hamlet. There's a 25% chance of that. Or we just go like action horse and plan to demand another Wayfarer. Not that we necessarily will have the money to do that, actually. We could go action coin. I guess I shouldn't have discarded both of the coppers, as it turns out. I'm gonna do that. Alright. Hamlet on top. Demand another Wayfarer. We're gonna get there eventually. Just gonna take action again. We can take buy with the other Hamlet. We do still have an estate down here. I think we go action by... We have another Wayfarer. I did not even realize that. Shoot. I don't know that we're going to want to play this. We'd have to go like card action draw, and then we would be drawing 3 coppers. That would give us 9 coins. Well, that's not bad. Or, we could gain a silver, and then we'd have a decent chance to get to 10. It's getting to 10 matter. We definitely want to get a joust. Getting to 10 would mean we could demand something. But we could just go like Joust Snowy Village or something like that. 6. So if we didn't play the Wayfarer, we'd hit 7. Then we could go like Joust Hamlet, plus have a horse. Maybe that's better anyway. I guess, never mind. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that option. Coin, horse, joust, Hamlet. Well, we want to scrap a Wayfarer. I mean, not particularly, but might be correct. Bot does have 3 black cats, which means that getting that province for the joust is going to be annoying. Okay. Let's just stop here and demand another Wayfarer. Ah. All right. Do we want to gain a silver before we trigger the shuffle? I don't think we need to. We have... This is our last Wayfarer, so we're not triggering this shuffle anyway. I'm just going to keep not... Oh, we have a horse. Well, potentially we just don't play it. You can scrap a curse here. Action buy. Okay. This is probably Province Snowy and hope that we don't get stuck with too many curses. Oh my god, are you serious? What were the odds of that? They didn't even, like, at least one of these black cats they drew off the top. Oh, fuck. Ugh. It's freaking terrible. If we just scrap copper and demand here. Maybe a sheepdog. I forgot to get sheepdogs earlier, but seems like a decent time for it. Wouldn't be unreasonable to demand another scrap either, but Multiple scraps, trashing curses is going to be a lot to ask, and I really want to get my Joust Province thing lined up. And I guess it could be another Wayfarer. My reasoning taking the Sheepdog is that we should be able to activate the Sheepdog at this point. Yeah. Ah, shoot. Hope we don't run out of actions here. We're going to. Well, we might as well take not Domain or Courser, which means House Carl or Renown. The bot doesn't have a province yet. I'm thinking House Carl. House Carl's going to draw a lot of cards and clear off the shuffle. And then let's just scrap a curse. Well, on the other hand, do we want more buys? Maybe that's better, actually. I didn't need the action, but whatever. Okay. Maybe one more Joust. No, we probably want to do double demand. Demand Hamlet. Demand Wayfarer, and then take a Sheepdog, I think. Well, I kind of forgot that I had a second Sheepdog now. Well, I guess we're getting another silver. Oh, maybe I should have waited for the scrap. Or the Joust. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay, fine. Okay. Could definitely just take Renown. I think that's what I want to do. And all right, so if we play Snowy, we can play all of these things, but do we have, let's see, we have 4 Wayfarers in play. We have another Joust. Okay, so I don't want to play the Snowy yet if I can help it. Can't help it. Wait, where's the other Joust? Do we not have another Joust? Oh no, we don't. Never mind. But we did have another Wayfarer, so whatever. All right. Didn't really matter anyway. Do we care about getting another buy? I should have taken another buy with Hamlet, actually. I don't know why I didn't do that. But we could scrap silver. It probably makes sense. Buy coin, horse. Okay. 3 demands and something. If the something is Wayfarer, we should potentially buy it now. Maybe it's not, though. Maybe it's scrap. Renown would displace... Just thinking about displacing some of these curses. That... Problem with that is we don't really want to demand it. I mean, it's demanding the displace is fine. It's not like it makes the shuffle worse. It's just not as good for kicking off. There are definitely useful cards we could turn curses into with Displace, so maybe that is a thing to do. We could still also get another scrap. So demand... I mean, we probably want to... Another Hamlet. Sheepdog. The sheepdog. I think the sheepdog is also the thing I want to like just add. So go ahead and get the... Oh wait. No, we want to do the... Or do we want... Maybe we want scrap on top. Could be demand scrap, demand sheepdog, demand displace. The problem is then we might not draw plus actions. We're still pretty likely to, though, I think. Or maybe we should just not top deck the scrap, because that way, if we get hit with the young witch, we get to draw with the sheepdogs. Yeah, honestly, I think I'll do it that way. Yeah, there we go. Worth it. Invest in Joust. Why? What? Okay, is there any chance that we're going to want to not bother to play all of our horses? I guess there's a chance. Go ahead and take and buy here. Well, maybe there's not a chance now. Okay. Still need to find either our province or more plus actions. Eep. Guess we're not getting a reward this turn. Unfortunate. I like to do the displace activating sheepdog thing, but I think draw with Wayfarer first. Okay, we don't need to keep the province in hand now. Wonder why the bot hasn't gotten a province yet. It's turn 13. Like, what is it doing? Not having enough plus actions in its deck, and so it's just having to, like, terminally draw with Black Cat or something, maybe? Maybe. I don't know if I should be discarding for this many buys, but... Well, might be scrap Wayfarer time. We still have a lot of Hamlets in those 12 cards. Okay. This Carl's up to 6. At this point, I'm just going to discard for action. A lot of stuff to draw through. We do have a bunch of more sheepdogs in those 12 cards. I think I'm not going to try to save the horse. So we want to get the Renown down in front of the House Carl. Ideally the Snowy and the Displace as well. Means we need to play the Hamlet first, and then we go Snowy, Renown, Displace. I want to displace Curse, or do we want to displace Copper? Like, we have a lot of curses to get through. Probably we displace Curse. Probably just another sheepdog. We don't really have a good way to activate the sheepdogs left. It's occurring to me now. Maybe we should play the House Carl first. We draw one less card. But if we can find a sheepdog to displace, we should draw everything else up. The odds to draw a sheepdog are pretty darn good. Okay. I think this just becomes another sheepdog. Cool. Okay. 3 demands again. And maybe... Plus are we on piles? 3 curses. We actually have enough curses that we don't have a points lead here. We're gonna need to take more green soon. The bot isn't really threatening to do much, though, as far as I can tell. Take a second Joust. And, like, once we're ready to end the game, we can just take provinces, it gives us curses, and then we can... Like, we have 7 buys. I guess we're almost there as it is. In fact, we are there if the bot gives us 3 curses, right? We buy a province, we get 3 curses, and we buy 4 Hamlets and a Wayfarer. So maybe we should just go ahead and buy a province. Test the waters. It does cost us a demand if we don't end the game, but that's probably fine. Okay. Well, now we're a bit short. Hmm. I think I'm gonna demand Joust. Oh. Do I care that the bot got to draw extra cards? Not really. Demand Hamlet. Take another Wayfarer. Oh, we can buy a lot of Wayfarers. Wasn't thinking about that part. About all the free buys we've got. Well, okay, in that case... No, wait, that's the wrong order. Hmm. I'm gonna say one Wayfarer and two Sheepdogs. You still have an estate? I have no idea what the bot has been doing this game. I guess we're discarding this scrap. Okay. We are gonna want some buys. Files are significantly lower. I think we should be able to just end the game here. There's the province. Well, actually, we have two jousts and two provinces now, but... we're definitely going to want domain. That gives us a bunch more buys. Do we also... What else do we want? I mean, I guess Coronet or Corsair would both be fine. I'm just going to take domain, I guess. Oh. Okay, well that makes it easier to pile. We could just displace to a hamlet. We're going to want that anyway. Sure. I'm just gonna take sir. We still have a Hamlet down here. Just scrap a curse, I guess. Don't need the buys. Okay. So we take 2 Wayfarers, and we take 2 Hamlets, and we take some provinces, and a duchy, and some estates. So what was the bot doing in this game? Like, I'm very confused about how it never got a province. Like, I could kind of understand it if I had gotten black cats, but I didn't. Like, what? What? It, like, I don't think it ever clicked demand. Scrap Young Witch. I mean, I don't really like the Young Witch opening to start with. But that in and of itself shouldn't, like, totally ruin you or anything. Snowy Village, Black Cat. Another Black Cat on 4. Hamlet. Another Black Cat. And then it hits 5 and gets a Joust. I mean, Joust is fine. You certainly want Joust. It's another Joust. Another Black Cat. Another Joust. I mean, I guess it never had the money for a province. Somehow? I'm still very confused by all of this. Maybe I would need to look in more detail and see if, like, it must have had some turns where, you know, it was just like, oh, play Terminal Black Cat or something. I don't know. I mean, it also, yeah, it never demanded. It also never took a Wayfarer. Those are both key cards here. Yeah, I don't know what the heck the bot was doing. It did give me a lot of curses. It just, that wasn't, like, really enough to matter. Anyway, well, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.